Well, good morning, boys. Here we are again. Beautiful October morning. Temperature is about 62 degrees. Breeze blowing about 5-10 miles an hour. Everything's a little wet from the dew, but other than that, life is good. What we're going to look at today is my LR308. This thing started life in Walmart about a year and a half ago. I believe it was Sportical. Had the standard forearm handguard on it, and it's pretty plain Jane. 6 position, mil spec stock, and that was about it. It hadn't changed a lot about this gun. The main thing you can see, I did put the Magpul PRS stock on it, and also have a monopod from Atlas Products, which makes it extremely stable for shooting from a prone position, which I don't do a lot of anymore from time to time, but my old bones just have a hard time, not so much getting down as getting back up again. But anyway, when I'm in the prone position, I like to use the monopod. This thing is really a well-made product. It's expensive, pricey, but buy once, cry once, and you got something that lasts you a long, long time. Next thing, changed to aftermarket pistol grip. I don't even know what brand this thing is. It was an Academy for like $11, but it fits the gun good, fits my hand good, and that's what counts. Moving into the trigger group, I pulled the Dpms mil-spec trigger out and replaced it with the Timney. And the Timney's at about 3.5 pounds, I believe, and it's a single stage trigger, but it's the same place time after time, same reset, so it's a good, reliable trigger, especially for this type of shooting, in my opinion. This gun is kind of what my version of what they call a DMR, designated marksman rifle. Not that I'm a designated marksman, but that's what this gun is. I'm trying to get it set up for. Still some things I want to do to it. The scope, I know any of you that know me or read my post on Texas Gun Talk know I'm a fanatic about primary arm scopes. I've got Vortex, I've got one Night Force, I've had Bushnells and Nikons and zero stops on elevation and the windage, side parallax, 30mm tube, and a 50mm objective. And I've got it mounted in the American Defense quick on, quick off, which returns to zero for me satisfactorily. I've had this scope mount combo on and off of this gun numerous times. I put it back on, and it's right back where I left it. This one also has the 20 MOA in the mount, so you get little additional elevation with it. The 15-inch free float handguard is CMMG, I believe. Yeah, CMMG. And I have the GG&G heavy-duty bipod, which has cant left and right, but it doesn't swivel. I'm not particularly worried about swiveling. I'm not really going to be shooting moving targets unless the wind blows away, and I'll have to do something else. But anyway, I've got the ACC 51.2 brake on here, so I can screw on LR362 SDN-6 suppressor. I haven't shot any suppressed 308 rounds with it yet, and I will just to see how they do. But for my suppressed rounds, excuse me, I built a 300 blackout, so that's my 30 caliber suppressed, and that's a good reliable gun, and it's big enough to kill any hog around here out to 100, 125 yards with ease, shooting a 208 grain bullet. But anyway, back to the 308. Another thing I have added to it is the Phase 5 version of the bad lever, which makes it handy. I had issues after I got this stock installed, which I had to buy the I believe it's A2 rifle, full-length rifle stock, because like I said, when I bought it, it just had the it was a commercial, but still a 6-position sliding stock. And I had to replace the buffer tube with a rifle length, and I stuck with the same buffer and buffer spring that was in the commercial tube. And it did okay until I put suppressor on it, and then I started having jamming issues, failed to eject more than anything else. Of course, once it fails to eject, it's failing to load, so kind of a bummer right there. So I went online, talked, asked a few questions here, there, and yonder, and everybody suggested heavybuffer.com, which they have a heavy buffer, particularly for the LR308, as also they have particular buffers for like Armalite and several others that they'll specify on their website. Anyway, I bought the heavy buffer and their spring, 125 bucks, pretty good chunk for a buffer. But long story short, I installed it. Problems gone. No more problems with the functioning of the bolt carrier group when I have a suppressor on it, or without the suppressor. So to me, that's money well spent. But anyway, that's about it, guys. Loaded up. We'll shoot a few rounds here in just a bit.